Iowa Attorney General Brenna Bird made a stop in Ottumwa this weekend, where she outlined major public safety efforts, ongoing investigations, and consumer protections. She also responded to questions about her political future, artificial intelligence, and her long-term goals as the state's top legal officer. Bird highlighted the progress of Iowa's cold case unit created during her first term, which is investigating over 400 unsolved crimes. Charges are now pending in at least one case. She stressed her commitment to seeing justice served, especially for families still waiting for answers. She praised new legislation increasing penalties for assaults on law enforcement and first responders, crediting the law's passage to her office's advocacy. Bird connected drug trafficking to overall crime rates, citing firsthand experience at the southern border in Yuma, Arizona. She said recent improvements have likely saved lives and improved morale among border agents.
One of the things that I really appreciate that President Trump is doing is following through on his promises. And he also, you can see, really cares about farmers in Iowa and all of our communities. So I think particularly after the Iowa caucuses, Iowa has a very fond place in his heart. And he really likes being back here in Iowa and helping.
She clarified that ICE operations in Iowa are focused on high-risk individuals already in custody or with active warrants, not random raids. While acknowledging the importance of second chances, Bird expressed concerns with sentencing that may lack accountability, especially in violent or repeat offender cases. Bird advocated for stronger civics and history education in Iowa schools, noting the importance of teaching the Constitution and responsible citizenship. The Attorney General also discussed new steps her office is taking to fight Medicaid fraud and financial scams. One major move, suing crypto ATM operators after Iowans lost an estimated $20 million over 3 years. She also warned about scammers increasingly targeting recent widows, calling it one of the most heartbreaking tactics she's seen. Bird showed interest in a proposed legal innovation shared by Trudy Cavanis, the educational power of attorney, which would let trusted adults, not just legal guardians, make school-related decisions for children with formal permission. Bird also discussed her ongoing push for a constitutional amendment that would allow children and individuals with disabilities to testify outside of courtrooms away from their alleged abusers.
As a prosecutor and a mom, I really worry about our kids who are victims of crimes or who are witnesses to horrific, violent crimes. And we should have a way, and we did before the Supreme Court issued an opinion, that kids can testify outside the presence of the person who abused them or who committed the crime that they witnessed. Kids shouldn't have to go through that if it's too much for them. We want to make sure they can testify by closed circuit and protect everybody's constitutional rights. So what I did was propose a constitutional amendment that protected kids in court, and it was passed by the legislature, so I'm really happy about that. Our Constitution is hard to amend, and so we'll wait for a general election, and then we will ask them to pass it again, and I will work very hard on that, and then it will go to the people for a vote. And the way that we have kept that momentum up is we talk to Iowans about how important it is to protect kids in court. It's something everybody cares about. And we also have strong support from prosecutors and law enforcement all around the state who understand how important it is that kids can testify and that they don't have to not get justice because they're scared of the person who hurt them. So I think we've got some good momentum, but I'll tell you what, we're going to see it all the way through, and I'm very thankful for all the support out there to protect kids.